Show your shirt.
Can I get some sound here? I got some sound. I invite you to join me this morning in the spirit of prayer. Every good and perfect gift comes from above. And so we offer gratitude in our hearts and with our minds to you, God of us all. You have gathered us from places near and far with a diversity of experiences, and you have brought us together as one community to celebrate this important milestone. We are grateful, God, for the beauty that surrounds us in the created world, for the breath that gives us life, for seasons that allow us to explore who we are and who we are meant to be. You have been and will continue to be God in times when we struggle, when we fail and succeed, in moments of fear, uncertainty, clarity, and purpose. Today, God of love and grace, as laughter is shared, tears are shed, pictures are taken, and degrees are conferred, may we view each and every moment as a gift. Amen. And you may be seated.
Am I going to get a shot? No, you're good. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to the 178th commencement ceremony of Emory and Henry University. Before we begin, please allow me to share that President Fincher is unable to be with us today due to illness. She truly regrets missing this important and celebratory occasion and sends her warmest congratulations and very best wishes to each member of the class of 2026 and to your families. My name is Dr. Michael Lane, class of 1995, and I have the honor of service as Vice President for Academic Affairs. It is my pleasure to be with you today and to stand in for President Fincher as we gather to celebrate this remarkable milestone. Today is a day of celebration, gratitude, reflection, and hope. It is a day when families, friends, faculty, staff, mentors, and loved ones gather together to honor the extraordinary accomplishments of the class of 2026. To our graduates, this moment belongs to you. Each of you arrived at this day by a different path. Some of you came to Emory and Henry directly from high school. Others transferred here, balanced work and family responsibilities, or returned to college after years away from the classroom. Many of you faced obstacles that no one else fully saw. Moments of uncertainty, sacrifice, exhaustion, and perseverance. Yet through it all, you continued forward. And today, you cross this stage, not only with a degree, but with resilience, character, purpose, and the confidence that comes from overcoming challenges. At Emory and Henry, we believe education is about far more than earning credentials. It is about preparing people to lead lives of service, compassion, integrity, and impact. It is about equipping graduates to make a meaningful difference in their communities and professions, whether in healthcare, education, business, the sciences, public service, ministry, or countless other fields. That mission feels especially important at this moment in our world. We need thoughtful leaders. We need problem solvers. We need people who know how to care for others, work across differences, and lead with both courage and humility. And that is exactly the kind of graduates seated before me today. To the parents, grandparents, spouses, partners, children, families, and supporters joining us this morning, thank you. Your encouragement, sacrifices, prayers, and belief in these graduates helped make this day possible. This accomplishment belongs to you as well. And to our faculty and staff, thank you for the countless ways you have guided, challenged, mentored, and inspired our students. The impact of your work extends far beyond this campus and will continue through the lives and careers of these graduates for generations to come. At this time, I would like to recognize 3 individuals for whom this will be their last commencement. They are retiring and have been awarded faculty emeritus status by the Board of Trustees. I ask them to stand as I call their name and to remain standing until all introductions have been made. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Dr. Edward Davis, Professor of Geography and Environmental Science, retiring this spring after 35 years of service to the university. Dr. Xiaoshui Li, Associate Professor of Mathematics, retiring after 19 years of service to the university. Dr. Michael Puglisi, Vice President for Accreditation and Special Projects, retiring after 21 years of service to the university as both a faculty member and an administrator. In addition, I'd like to recognize and thank our Board of Trustees for their leadership and stewardship of Emory and Henry's mission and future. Karen Todd, class of 1984 and member of the trustees, has joined us for this special ceremony. Thank you for your time and being here today. And finally, thank you to those who lifted us through music this morning. Our Emory and Henry Choir, led by Dr. Shay Clay, and our brass ensemble, directed by Dr. Matt Frederick. At this time, I would also like to introduce members of the platform party and our special guest. I ask them to stand and to remain standing until all introductions have been made. Please hold your applause until all introductions have been made. From my left, the members of the platform party, the Reverend Sharon Wiley Wright, class of 1994, University Chaplain. LaRae Edwards Collins, class of 2008, President and Chief Executive Officer of the Holston Foundation, our commencement speaker. Tyler Kidd, class of 1998, Chair of our University Board of Trustees. And Fred George, class of 2011, Assistant Vice President of Access, Impact, and Student Engagement, and Dean of Students. Please join me in recognizing the platform party. Graduates, as you cross this stage today, you carry with you not just a diploma, but an inspiring future. Members of this class of 2026 are heading to medical school, law school, veterinary school, doctoral and master's programs. Others are stepping directly into careers in healthcare, education, engineering, business, theater, environmental conservation, public service, finance, and the arts. Some of you are serving communities across the country and even around the world. You are entering hospitals and classrooms, forests and laboratories, boardrooms and stages. You are joining professional teams, nonprofit organizations, graduate programs, and frontline work where you will make a meaningful difference. Different paths, shared preparation. Because at Emory and Henry, we do something intentional and enduring. Here, students are people first. Here, professors know your name and your potential. Here, learning is personal, rigorous, and rooted in purpose. Regardless of your future path, the skills developed through your liberal arts foundational curriculum, coupled with your academic major, have equipped you to go anywhere. You possess the valued skills of critical thinking, communication, ethical reasoning, adaptability, and servant leadership. That is the promise of Emory and Henry. Graduates, you are leaving this campus rooted in relationships, values, and confidence, and you are leaving ready to lead, to serve, to innovate, and to make a difference. So as you take your next steps, carry this with you. You belong, you are prepared, and most importantly, you will always have a home here. Congratulations, class of 2026. Now let's kick this commencement celebration off. Woo! At Emory and Henry University, it is customary for a member of the senior class to speak at commencement. In keeping with this tradition, I am happy to introduce Madison Rossi DuPaus. She was selected by her classmates to deliver the senior oration today. A native of Kingston, Tennessee, Madison will receive degrees in civic innovation and environmental studies with a minor in media and communication. As a student, she was involved with the Bonner Scholars Program, Honors Program, Delta Omicron Pi, Theta Chi Epsilon, New Student Experience, the Dean's Council, and was a resident advisor. Following graduation from Emory and Henry University, Madison will intern at Project Crossroads, a humanitarian organization in Southwest Virginia. Please join me in welcoming Madison to the podium to deliver the senior oration on behalf of your class.
Hello, all. Okay. This is the first time I'm seeing the binder, and the words are a lot bigger, so I'm very appreciative that they've put this in like 24 font. Oh, 28 font. Oh, beautiful. Even better. I am beyond honored and excited and nervous to be speaking to you all today. I originally thought I was going to be speaking towards the end, so I put in a joke here about how there's only a few minutes left. However, we're at the beginning, so it's no longer funny. I still ask you to indulge me in the allotted 6 minutes I have, and maybe more, maybe like 6 preacher minutes. I plan to use every last drop of it. Not to spite you all, but because I believe that special moments like this, where we collectively reflect on all that has led to the futures we are beginning to grasp for, should be cherished. I was honestly surprised that my peers chose me to give this speech. I'm not very eloquent with my words, as you've seen me trip over a few already. And if you have ever had the displeasure of watching me spell, you would probably wonder how I am leaving today with a degree. I am not the most prestigious person graduating today. I'm not a first-generation student. I didn't finish my honors thesis. I am not pursuing graduate school or going straight into a career. So how did I end up here on this big stage, speaking to the graduating class of 2026 and their whole support system? Well, I am funny, so I've got that going for me. Jokes aside, I think that my peers know me well enough to know exactly what they were signing up for when they put me on this stage. Seldom will you find someone that loves Emory and Henry and the people here as deeply and as honestly as I do. And I think that is the kind of person they wanted. So I am thankful that my peers have entrusted me to represent our experiences, share our stories, and celebrate our readiness to enter the next chapter of our lives. Many parts of our college experience are similar to other liberal arts institutions. However, what sets Emory and Henry apart is our deliberate intention to connect to this place and each other. It takes a special person to make the most out of their time here, both in the sense of college and this region. Sure, the classes might be rigorous, depending on what you take. Don't ask me, I'm not a biology major. But there are things that come with being in a rural area, like you're not able to walk to the grocery store. And yeah, sorry, I skipped a line. But that's not the real challenge. Neither of those are. The real challenge is that Exit 26 individually invites each of us to become a part of its living history, its community. It is not easy to submit yourself to the idea of community. Now, I'm not talking about the Merriam-Webster definition of community. If you need to know what that is, you can look it up on your own time. Community, as I know it to be, is a commitment to living our lives in union with each other. It is an acceptance of who we are now while simultaneously pushing one another to be better tomorrow. It is the action of deeply and intimately caring for each individual who has made the commitment to be a part of it. Community is a living ecosystem of who was, who is, and who is to come. And all those things are exactly what makes community a burden. Yes, you heard me right. Being a part of a community is a burden. It is not easy or comfortable to be vulnerable and care for every neighbor, a notion that is tandem with Appalachian culture. Part of what makes living alongside others so meaningful and uncomfortable is the burden of loving and being loved. No one likes to admit they have knowingly put themselves into discomfort, but sitting here today is indicative of your understanding of that burden, and can at least be attributed to some amount of stubbornness. Throughout the years we have spent here, we have seen tuition increase, 2 of our sports teams be cut, a historically devastating hurricane and its aftermath, a very icy winter, the discontinuation of many degree programs, one of which is my own, civic innovation. Some of our favorite professors retire or leave. With all of these devastating blows to what made Emory and Henry home for so many people, it is easy to wonder why we have stayed. I know I have wondered more often than I would like to admit, but I find myself always returning to the same thing. Why would I leave if I have found somewhere I belong? I know I belong because I have witnessed the compassion of neighbors in times of crisis. I've witnessed the ability of students to set differences aside to fight for the common good. I've witnessed the resilience of Southwest Virginia and Appalachia, and I've witnessed the call of students to renew our commitment to civic engagement. There is belonging found in the small things too, like digging in a garden full of students that are digging potatoes for the first time, in the laughter found when we revert to childlike play on a snowy day, and in the gentle quiet of sitting outside in the warm spring sun. And for me, usually listening to my friends jam. To know the burdens of community is also to know the joys of it. It is to know you belong, and I hope that you all have felt the burden, the joy, and the belonging during your time here. I know that I have. Everyone knows I can talk. I'm not your speaker who's gonna come up here and say that I've always been nervous to speak. However, I am nervous, but during my time here, I've become quite the observer as well. I've come to know my peers and professors by listening to their stories. The best and most honest stories are passed between friends and family, and then down to the next generation of their friends and family. Like legends, these stories remind each listener that there was life here before us, and there will be life here long after we are gone. These stories serve as evidence to the natural and built environment that makes this place Emory. That is why the stories we create here, outside of the classroom, are just as meaningful as the degrees we receive. The piece of paper we will receive in, I put a few minutes here, but it's probably more like an hour or 2, is really awesome. But on that paper is blank space. I can honestly admit that I am more proud of that blank space than any of the words written on it. To me, that space represents all that happens outside of our required coursework. The margins are where we develop qualities like empathy, compassion, patience, humility, and resilience. Lessons that are rarely found on a syllabus. So graduates, I ask you to think about the stories you have created. I'm sure there are many. What fills the empty spaces in the margins of your degree? And more importantly, what do you plan to do with the opportunities that that space has given you? I hope that a clean slate will guide you just as much, if not more than, the degrees you will walk away with today. Look, I'm towards the end, but No one tells you how hard it is to give good advice. It's a time commitment. I spent a long time trying to write this speech, and an even longer time racking my brain for the perfect tidbit of wisdom to leave you all with. I thought my answer would be found in an extensive knowledge of Wendell Berry poems and novels, and novel quotes from Port William members. My Civ majors should know that well. In my search for what to leave you all with, the answer found me in the form of an old reflection. In the spring of 2025, I took the last required class to finish my Civic Innovation major, senior seminar. I have kept every reflection from that class and chose to read through them while writing this, hoping to find page numbers or quotes from the books, or class that could provide timely. Instead, I found something that I wrote to my class, the last class of Civic Innovation majors. I wrote, "Being ready is not a measure of what can be handled. It is a testament of your ability to try." I'll read it one more time in case you weren't listening. "Being ready is not a measurement of what can be handled. It is a testament of your willingness to try." I don't know about you all, but I have wrestled with a lot of thoughts about graduating. And most of them lead me back to whether I am ready to start this next phase of life. Whether I'm ready to be instead of do. I know I have been prepared, and I have more than enough tools to help me get started. But there's a really big part of me that isn't ready to let go of everything and everyone that I have found here. I'm not ready to lose this burden of community or this feeling of belonging. And so I won't let go of it all. I will let these feelings guide me, or at least try. The best we can do is try. Try to be instead of try to do, and live into the burden of what community we make next. Be present, be kind, be honest, and be yourself. Thank you all for taking the time to listen to me, and for your commitment to this place. Graduating class, I love you all. And strangers in the stands, all thousands of you, I love you too.
Thank you, Madison, for your heartfelt and meaningful words. You remind us of the power of community and what it truly means to belong to Emory and Henry. On behalf of all of us, thank you for representing the class of 2026 so beautifully. Let's give her another round of applause. I now have the pleasure of introducing our graduate student speaker, Rachel Ritter, who chose Emory and Henry with its fifth-year Masters of Education and the opportunity to be part of our Division II swim team. Last spring, she completed 4 years as a student athlete and graduated with a Bachelor of Science with honors in biology. She finished her Masters of Education this past December. Please join me in welcoming Rachel Ritter to the podium to deliver the Master's Oration on behalf of the graduate class of 2026.
Good morning. So my name is Rachel Ritter, for those of you who don't know me. I am from Gibsonville, North Carolina. Currently, I'm teaching 7th grade science at Damascus Middle School, and next fall, I'm going to be teaching science in North Carolina. But many of us are standing at a crossroads right now, between two phases of life, between the familiarity of college and the uncertainty of the workforce. It's a moment that feels both exciting and unsettling, full of possibility, but also full of questions. In moments like this, it's natural to wait. We wait for clarity, for the perfect plan, for a sense of certainty, or even for the permission to continue forward. We tell ourselves, once I have it all figured out, then I'll act. But what if that moment never comes? What if the difference between staying stuck and moving forward is not clarity, but a single decision? In The Young Traveler's Gift by Andy Andrews, the main character, Michael, finds himself at a crossroads, surrounded by difficult circumstances. Nothing about his situation is ideal. He doesn't have control over what's happening around him, and yet through his journey, he learned something, simple but powerful. Success does not come from circumstances, it comes from decisions. He learns that while we cannot control everything that happens to us, we can always control what we do next. And in that truth lies both a challenge and a responsibility. Because if our future is shaped by our decisions, then we're not just observers in our lives, we're builders in them. We are responsible for not only how we respond to our past, but how we shape what comes next. I remember standing at my own crossroads during my senior year of high school. Like many of you, I was faced with the decision of where to go next. There were so many unknowns, so many what-ifs. I could have hesitated or delayed, waiting for certainty. Instead, I chose to act. I weighed my options, considered my values, and ultimately chose Emory and Henry, even without knowing if it was the perfect decision. What I did know was that taking action created momentum. That one choice led to 4 years of college athletics, experiences that challenged and shaped me, and that's now an education that is carving my path as a science educator. None of these benefits came from waiting. None of these came from having everything figured out. Action created opportunity, action created growth, and action created momentum. And now, here we are again. Once more, we find ourselves facing uncertainty. This time, beyond the structure of college, beyond the routines, beyond the expectations that we've grown used to. Whether you're stepping into a new job, continuing your education, meeting expectations, or navigating the pressure to have it all together, the unknown can feel overwhelming. But if we wait for the right time, we risk never moving at all. Because clarity doesn't come from action, clarity comes from action. We figure things out by doing. We learn by stepping forward, not standing still. Every decision, even the imperfect ones, teaches us something. Every step forward, even the uncertain ones, moves us closer to us understanding who we are and where we're meant to go. To be people of action means choosing responsibility over excuses. It means refusing to blame our circumstances, our fears, and our doubts and keeping us stuck. It means making decisions even when we're unsure or afraid. And yes, action also means accepting failure as part of the process. Not every choice we make will lead us exactly where we expect. Not every step will feel successful. But failure is not the opposite of progress. It's part of it. Failure refines us, teaches us, and prepares us for what comes next. The only true failure is choosing to not act at all. For some of us, being people of action might mean applying for a job you don't fully feel qualified. Action might mean pursuing a path that others don't fully understand. It might mean continuing forward even when we feel uncomfortable, uncertain, or a little intimidated. Growth has never come from comfort. So don't wait for the perfect conditions. Don't let fear make your decisions. Let's choose to be people of action. Choose to take the step, even if it's small. Choose to move forward, even when the path isn't fully clear. Choose to trust that momentum will meet you once you begin. Because our future isn't something that simply happens to us. It's something we build, one decision at a time. As we stand here today at this shared crossroads, we are not stuck, we are not lost, we are not waiting, we are moving forward. We are choosing, we are building the futures we want to create. The distance between where we are and where we want to be does not depend on perfect timing, perfect plans, or perfect certainty. It comes down to one thing, the decision to act and the courage to follow through. As we leave this place and step into what comes next, let's make that choice. Let's be people of action. Let's create our momentum. Thank you.
Thank you, Rachel, for those inspiring and thoughtful remarks. Your message about the power of action and the courage to move forward truly captures the spirit of this day and the promise of what lies ahead of our graduates. Please join me in thanking Rachel once again for sharing her voice with us. I am Tyler Kidd. I am the current chair of the Board of Trustees, Emory and Henry. I'm a 1998 graduate. This is a really special day for me. I've been back to one graduation since mine. It was a little smaller, and it was over at the chapel when it was mine, but this is truly a special day to share with you. It is the tradition at Emory and Henry University to present a select number of awards to graduating seniors during the annual commencement ceremony. As chair of the Board of Trustees, I'm pleased to announce these awards and ask that each recipient come forward as his or her name is called. The Byers Medal in Science was established in 1855 by Colonel William Byers, one of our founders, and is awarded to the graduating senior who has compiled the most outstanding academic record in the sciences. I am pleased to announce that the 2026 recipient of the Byers Medal in Science is Cammie DeBusk. The Eleanor Gibson Via Science Award was established in 1970 by the 13th president of Emory and Henry, Dr. Foy G. Gibson and Ms. Gibson, as a memorial to their daughter. The award recognizes a female candidate for the Bachelor of Science degree for marked achievement and unusual promise for future service, and includes a cash stipend. I'm pleased to announce that the 2026 recipient of the Eleanor Gibson Via Science Award is Elizabeth Ellie Gershpon. The Senior Service Award is bestowed by a vote of the faculty upon a member of the senior class in recognition of unusual and distinctive service to Emory and Henry University. I am pleased to announce that the 2026 recipient of the Senior Service Award is no stranger to this stage. It is Madison Rossi Dupuis. The Snavely Senior Scholarship Prize, established by Dr. Tipton R. Snavely, a member of the class of 1912, honors a student who holds the highest academic average in the senior class. I'm pleased to announce the recipients of the 2026 Snavely Scholarship Prize, and we have quite a few winners this year. If you'll stand and be recognized, no need to come onto the stage, are Cammie DeBusk, Gabrielle Idevayo, and Taylor Wallace. The Outstanding Senior awards are selected by a vote of the faculty and honor 2 representatives from the senior class for outstanding records of campus leadership and academic scholarship. The recipients of the Outstanding Senior Awards were presented at Awards Day and are listed in your program, but we want to recognize them here today. They are Hannah Davidson and Madison Rossi DePaul. And then the William and Martha DeFries Award is made to an alumnus or faculty member who has made an outstanding, worthwhile contribution to civilization or humanity. The award, which includes a medal, was established in 1951 by Frank W. DeFries Sr. and John Clark in honor of their parents, William R. DeFries and Martha Jane Clark DeFries, who, like many of your parents in our audience, struggled and sacrificed so their children could attend Emory and Henry. At this time, I ask Rob Parker, Vice President for Philanthropy and Engagement, and Dr. Mark Handy to come forward for presentation of the DeFries Award.
Good morning, and thank you, Tyler. Dr. Mark Handy is a beloved physician, a cattle farmer, a country store owner, an accomplished banjo player, and a 5-time championship flat-foot dancer. I'm not making this up, y'all. A doctor who loves people and provides a level of care rarely experienced today, Dr. Handy has performed at the world's oldest and largest fiddlers convention in Galax, Virginia, and has been a featured musician at Bristol's celebrated Rhythm and Roots Reunion. Dr. Handy is a healer through both his medical expertise and musical accomplishments. His concern for others, his love of music, and his joy for life make him a kind, thoughtful, and motivating physician. Dr. Handy was prominently featured in a 2022 National Geographic article entitled, "How Music is Used to Heal the Sick in Appalachia." Speaking to an elderly resident at an assisted living facility, Dr. Handy leaned in and sweetly said to the patient, "Tell me where it hurts, baby." After examining the patient's injury, he picked up his banjo and composed a song and sang it on the spot about the hometown where the patient was raised. The music immediately put the patient at ease. "You have no idea how blessed we've been to have this doctor," said another patient. As the article so powerfully stated, magical and medicinal, music is an elixir. Dr. Handy says that he treasures the visits he makes to patients' homes. Across 4 Virginia counties and 2 more in North Carolina, he's made house calls on almost every back road in the region. Because of the way he immediately puts them at ease, patients readily volunteer their medical history without being asked, and he gives extra time and attention to those with no one to care for them. He's also been known to provide meals for patients, especially if he knows that they've not had breakfast. Dr. Handy says, "I became a doctor 30-some years ago because I wanted to help people. It doesn't matter if they are my patients or not. We are called to a duty, a Hippocratic oath to help people in need. A lot of people just need a hug and someone to sit down and listen to them and hear their story." Congratulations, Dr. Mark Handy, on being named the 2026 William R. and Martha Jane Clark DeFries Award honoree. We are proud to add you to the roll of distinguished recipients who, beginning in 1951, have received this high honor bestowed by the university to an alumnus or a faculty member who has made an outstanding, worthwhile contribution to humanity in the fields of Christianity, science, education, freedom, peace, faith, virtue, or in the case of Dr. Mark Handy, love.
It is now my distinct honor to introduce our commencement speaker, LaRae Edwards Collins. A proud member of Emory and Henry class of 2008, Ms. Collins exemplifies the very ideals we celebrate today: leadership, service, and the courage to make a meaningful impact. She currently serves as President and Chief Executive Officer of the Holston Foundation, where she leads efforts to strengthen and steward resources in support of mission-driven work across communities. Notably, she is the first woman to serve in this role in the Foundation's more than 40-year history. A native of Southwest Virginia, Ms. Collins' journey began here at Emory and Henry, where she distinguished herself as an exceptional student and campus leader. Among her many accomplishments, she was named Outstanding Senior, received the Senior Service Award, and was recognized as the Outstanding Political Science Student. She served as Vice President of the Student Government Association and was actively engaged across campus in student media, honor societies, and leadership initiatives. Her career has since reflected the same commitment to service and excellence, with leadership experience spanning local, regional, and international nonprofit organizations. Today, she returns to Emory and Henry not only as a distinguished alumna, but as a role model for what it means to lead with purpose and integrity. Please join me in warmly welcoming our 2026 commencement speaker, LaRae Edwards Collins.
What a joy and an honor to be here in this place with this community. Thank you for that beautiful introduction. Thank you to President Fincher, members of the board, faculty, staff, families, and loved ones, and most importantly, graduates. Thank you. Standing here today feels sacred. I come to you as a proud daughter of Southwest Virginia from the coal fields of Dickinson County, an alumna of this beloved place, a mom, the first female CEO of the Holston Foundation, and someone who wanted to be Monica Hoyle when I grew up. For the record, I still do. For those of you who don't have the blessing of knowing Monica, she's the recently retired alumni director here. In fact, I used to sign several of my emails, Monica Hoyle wannabe. Okay, that tells you two things. I know a good role model when I see one, and Emory has always been filled with people worth becoming. We see you, Ed Davis. If there is one thing I hope that you remember today, it is this: all roads lead to Emory and Henry. Not just the roads that brought you here, but the roads that will take you into your future and continue to connect you. I grew up in the small town of Hayside, Virginia, in a family that has owned and operated a small business, E&S Grocery, we know food, for 4 generations and nearly 90 years. And I learned something before I ever stood on this campus. Community sustains us. In Appalachia, we know the importance of community and showing up for one another. And when I came here, I learned the importance of place, an appreciation of Appalachia, but also a worldview that stretches far beyond the region. At Emory and Henry, community isn't a slogan, it's a practice. Community happens here. Maddie already said it best. It happens in classrooms, on fields and courts, in dorm rooms and cafeterias. It happens through professors and staff who really know you and who see not only who you are, but who you might become, and are willing to teach you a few hard truths along the way. And isn't that one of the miracles of education? Someone sees possibility in you before you fully see it in yourself. Okay, think for a moment about who you were when you first arrived on campus. Maybe nervous, uncertain, hopeful. Think about the difference and who sits here today. Wiser, braver, more fully yourself. And maybe you've changed your mind a few times along the way. What a gift to change your mind. What a gift to have the education and the bravery to change your mind. Friends, that is increase in excellence, transformation, becoming. And it happens here. It happened to me through Iowa caucus trips with my political science class, memorizing the First Amendment word for word and its importance for Dr. Teresa Keller, late night conversations on porches with friends, even falling in love with my now husband. This community has shaped you, and because it did, you are ready for anywhere. But remember this, no matter where you came from or where you're going, Appalachia is now a part of you, and it needs you. A strong Emory and Henry makes a stronger Southwest Virginia, a stronger Appalachia, and a stronger world. It's an honor to be a part of Appalachia, even if just for a season, even if you were just visiting here as a student. But now, for goodness sakes, don't mispronounce it. When you know better, do better, y'all. Okay, graduates, let's pretend for just a moment that it's just us. And I'll let you in on a little secret. I was sad on my graduation day. There was sunshine just like today, celebration, lots of pictures, even a cake with my name on it. But as my roommate Lauren and I packed up our cozy room in the village in a house built shortly after the Titanic sank that isn't still standing, as we packed up and drove off, we cried. We cried because we thought we were leaving home, community, and our friends to enter a world with more questions than answers. Maybe a few of you feel a little bit like that today. But here's what I know now, on the other side of that day. It's okay to not have it all figured out today. And we weren't leaving home, we were carrying it with us, because all roads lead to Emory and Henry. Emory goes with you. Hear this. Your degree is not just a credential, it is a calling. And the world needs what this place has formed in you. Thoughtful people, compassionate people, courageous people. People who know that service matters more than status. People who believe community and connection have value. Emory and Henry has prepared generations before you for leadership, but it has also prepared you. Leadership doesn't always make headlines or is always flashy. The Emory and Henry leaders that I know and am inspired by daily are leaders in their classrooms, courtrooms, churches, hospitals, businesses, local governments, and beyond. And those same leaders, they're also raising families. They're coaching kids' sports, serving nonprofits and on boards, and raising funds for things that make a difference. They are connected to their places now, just as they were connected here at Emory and Henry, because all roads lead here, friends. You are not graduating into a challenging time without tools. You are entering a complicated world prepared to lead, to serve, to ask questions, and think critically, to build community wherever your road leads. Okay, here's some good news. Your relationship with Emory and Henry does not end today. It expands. Because all roads lead to Emory and Henry, somehow they keep leading us to one another. You will discover this in the most unexpected places. You'll meet someone across a conference table, in an airport, in a city far from these hills, and somehow the conversation turns. You went to Emory and Henry? And suddenly a stranger feels familiar. A connection is made, a door is opened. I love those moments, and I can't wait for them to happen to you. Because Emory alumni and people who love this community, like all of you gathered in the stands, are everywhere, both in Appalachia and far beyond it, across professions, generations, and around the world. And although their roads have taken a different turn, they share something recognizable and in common: a love for this place, a commitment to service, and a belief that education should not just shape what you do, but who you become. Recently, I spent some time with my favorite 92-year-old Emory alum, Bishop Richard Looney. Our experiences were generations apart, but the values were unchanged: strong community, an exceptional liberal arts education, and a life shaped toward service. That is legacy. A legacy, not something preserved in the past, but something carried forward. And now, it's yours to carry, friends. So live generous lives. You did not get here alone. People invested in you, your family, professors, friends, scholarship donors whose names you may never know, maybe even cafeteria staff who knew your name and reminded you that you mattered. We're all talking about Treva. People believed in you, and now go and do the same. Invest in others. Lead generously. Serve boldly. Be generous not only with your resources, but hear me, when you have resources, being generous is very important, but also be generous with your spirit. Offer encouragement freely. Y'all, you've been encouraged. Practice radical hospitality. You've been welcomed. Build community wherever life takes you. That too is part of your Emory education that you are tasked with today. And faith has something to say about this. Emory and Henry's Methodist roots teach us that faith is not a withdrawal from the world, but an engagement with it. So bring your whole self to faith, your education, your doubts, your gifts, your authenticity. That is the kind of faith the world is hungry for today. As John Wesley, the founder of Methodism, famously said, "Do all the good you can, by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, in all the places you can, to all the people you can, as long as ever you can." That sounds a lot like an Emory and Henry education to me, and a pretty good way to live. Graduates, wherever your road takes you, remember who you are. Carry Appalachia with pride. Carry Emory and Henry with gratitude. Carry your education as both a responsibility and a privilege. Hold your head high. You are a graduate of Emory and Henry University. You carry nearly 2 centuries of courage, intellect, faith, and service with you. And beginning today, the road is yours. But never forget, all roads lead to Emory and Henry. Congratulations.
Ms. Collins, thank you for your wonderful, inspiring remarks. We are very fortunate to have you provide our commencement address today, and we are so thankful for your continued support of your alma mater. Graduates, your moment has finally arrived. I am honored to recognize the academic achievements of the class of 2026. Today, we have undergraduate students who are receiving a Bachelor of Arts, or a Bachelor of Fine Arts, or a Bachelor of Science, a Bachelor of Science in Nursing, or a Master of Education. Their outstanding academic performance is noted in the program. Summa cum laude is the highest academic honor here at Emory and Henry. Students achieving this distinction have maintained an overall grade point average of 3.9 or higher on a 4.0 scale during all of their years of undergraduate study. Will the students who are graduating today with the distinction summa cum laude please stand at this time and remain standing? Congratulations to the students graduating summa cum laude. Magna cum laude is the next highest academic honor here at Emory and Henry. Students achieving this distinction have maintained an overall grade point average of at least 3.6 during all of their years of undergraduate study. Will the students who are graduating today with the distinction magna cum laude please stand at this time and remain standing? Congratulations to the graduating magna cum laude. Cum laude is a distinction of honor provided to students who have maintained an overall grade point average of at least 3.3 during all of their years of undergraduate study. Will the students who are graduating today with the distinction cum laude please stand at this time and remain standing? Congratulations to the students graduating cum laude. You may be seated. A number of our students are receiving a university honors diploma, and those are noted in your program. These individuals are members of the University Honors Program who have attained at least a 3.5 grade point average, have completed at least 30 honors credits, and who successfully completed an honors thesis or project. Would those students who are receiving a university honors diploma please rise and let us recognize you? Thank you. You may be seated. As you will notice this morning, there are a variety of cords, ribbons, and medallions representing various academic honors, study abroad, or service as part of the regalia on our graduates. A description of those can be found in the program. We're proud of all our graduates. At this time, I ask all of the candidates for Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Science, or Bachelors of Science in Nursing degrees to stand and remain standing. Mr. Kidd, these candidates have been approved for graduation by the faculty of Emory and Henry University according to the policy set forth by the Board of Trustees. Having successfully completed all academic requirements, they are fully qualified for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Science, or Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Or they will be fully qualified upon the conclusion of the summer session and satisfaction of their academic requirements.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Virginia and the Emory and Henry University Board of Trustees, and with pride and affection, I confer upon these eligible at this time the baccalaureate degree with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining hereunto.
Would the marshal please escort the candidates for baccalaureate degrees to the platform for the awarding of their diplomas from Emory and Henry University? Clayton Abraham Allen. Camden Reese Bailey. Miles Lee Baldwin. Benjamin Keith Barrett. Haley Nicole Barrett. Dylan Ryan Bassett, who's accompanied by his father, Joel. Abby May Lee Chi Chun Rowe Blevins. McKenna Grace Bookout. Katie Bradley. Casey Allen Branch. Corey Alexander Britt. Sean Lee Buell. Trace Armstrong Butcher. Kendrick Devon Can. Madison Casey Carlisle. Hannah Brooke Carter. Megan Lila Castle. Kai Ann Chamberlain. Maria Roby Checky. Colin Stanton Core. Sean Collins is a member of this class and is unable to join us in person as he pursues an extraordinary opportunity at the professional level in the National Football League with the New York Giants. Leslie Ann Cook. To Corey Devine Cook. Dylan McKay Copeland. Ellen Grace Counts. Madison Elizabeth Counts. McKinley Jade Cox. Ethan Matthew Dalton. Caitlin Jade Dancy. Chana Leanne Davidson. Maddie Kaylin DeBoard. Brianna Lynn Digby. Abigail Brooklyn Elliott. Milo Augustus Farley. Becker Fettin. Madison Maris Fiscus. Eden Annalise Fisher. Alana Raquel Forster. Colin Spencer Graham. Ella Marie Haig. Mark Harris. Tristan Campbell Hicks. Matthew Christopher Holler. Julissa Ray Hopegood. Caleb Michael Hudson. Jackson Adam Hughes. William Barry Humphrey II. Eric Hunsaker. Justice Jones. Sabwa Oliver Kalota. Colby Garrett King. Caitlin Brooke Lamy. Zadok Niaja Laea. Katie Elizabeth Ruth Leonard. Lucas David Levingston. Bryson Philip Lutz. Assad Madasalia. Emily Noel Maddox. Madison Piper McConnell. Grayson Elise Miller. Madison Brooke Mitchell. Bailey Elise Moore. Mark Riker Moore. Yasmin Sade Marie Moore. Jacob Matthew Nestor. Emma Page Newton. Shamia Dejan Noel. Isabella Kate Oglesby. Maya Davis Olivo. Chase Perkins. Allison Nicole Peters. Valeria Perea Pizon. Jeremiah Devon Pitts. Tyrion Kishan Porter. Corey J.W. Prince. Adriana Elizabeth Regg. Madison Renee Ricketts. Natalie Eliana Ross. Madison May Rossi Dupass. Aaron Ryan. Noah Brian Sage. Sydney Ruth Saunders. Augustus Graham Sin. Jonathan Daniel Sharp. Sarah Catherine Sheeter. Hope Isabel Shockley. Carson Eileen Simpson. Hannah Marie Smelser. Carissa Grace Smith. Emma Bringle Smith. Terrell Ryan Smith. Michael Sorochin. Michaela Elizabeth Spain. Lakin Todd Strebe. Adrienne Marie Sweet. Ella Grace Talent. Ava Cheyenne Thomas. Samuel Wade Tyndall. Nathaniel Thomas Tennell. Madison Page Tuggle. Leah Grace Vandenberg. Jenna Lee Marie Vargas. Grace Lynn Wall. Taylor Grace Wallace. Jackson Michael Ward. Jacoby Wheeler. Sarah Eleanor Wheelis. Khalid Williams. Nina Merrick Williams. Jennings Elizabeth Woods. Laura Page Yates. Zachary Vincent Alexander. Austin James Allison. Logan Joseph Arnold. Yaturi Bolton. Isaiah Nathaniel Bracy. Hugh Lee Breedlove. Elise Nicole Bonacore. Anthony Burgess Jr. Clay Preston Caldwell. Taylor Ann Elizabeth Cash. Logan Wesley Choplin. Elizabeth Rose Church. Kayla Nicole Virginia Crawford. Kylie May Cundiff. Omari Jamal Curley. Andrew James Dale. Olivia Grace Da Silva. Colby Sage Davenport. Cami Aaliyah DeBusk. Isaiah Mark Dotson. Carly Elizabeth Dryden. Grace Ann Dewey. Alexander Lamont Edwards. Cooper McKinley Farley. Jonathan Tyler Farmer. Christian Tavon Fayette. Levy Kendall Field. Dalton James Four. Argo Fredrickson. Haley Joy Fuller. Kyler Eldon Gregoire. Elizabeth V. Gershpin. Brady Daniel Halstead. Haley Renee Hamilton. William Butler Hamlin. Natalie Elizabeth Harris. Jarrell Harrison. Thomas Francis Hinsey IV. Rachel Morgan Hill. Henry Todd Holcomb. Gabrielle Ann Adebayo. Brody Lynn Grace Ireland. Jordan Jackson. Chelsea Shanna Jones. John Nicholas Capranos. Corey Raynard Kidd. Mia McKay King. Jillian Lucille Kohler. Lakin McKinley Lane. Siriana Alexandra Lee. Christopher Gavin Lee. Emma Lozada. Brenna Carlene Looney. Claire Jennings Marion. Sarah Elizabeth McClure. Elise Kaylin McKinney. Bailey Ann Mead. Samuel Freeman Mickelson. Jalen Jeremiah Mitchell. Samuel Mark Malls. Peyton Emily Monahan. Clayton Rodolfo Moramora. Darius Jonathan Morrison.
Thank you.
Natalie Paige Morrison. Brooklyn Sierra Mullins. Angel Alexandra Norris. Hayden William Oglesby. Willow Palmer. Drew Michael Park. Caleb Preston Patton. Sophia Patton. Rudolph Paul. Nathaniel Robert Perez. Olivia Page Pursley. Carly Madison Quinn. Ashlyn Page Rashawn. Ian Chandler Ray. Mallory Taylor Reeves. William Bryce Reichard. Luke A. Roberts. Jeffrey Romero. Avery Jackson Salyer. Kalia Sincere Scales. Deshaun Lamont Sharp. Julianne Marie Sharp. Jermond Simon Davenport. Stephen Joshua Harris Smith. Christian Joseph Smraker. Nathan Samuel Sperling. Charlotte Ashley Stavis. Drew Sturgill. Hannah Lee Sutton. Chloe Grace Taylor, who's accompanied by her father, Mike. Gavin Aaron Taylor. Kirsten Page Thomas. Michelle Monteza Thomas.
Thank you. Yeah, you
Benjamin Schuyler Thompson.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Alexander Clayton Trexel. Mateos Ulrich da Silva. Thomas Wayne Van Hooser. Adam Cade Varner. Alexander Brady Vaught. Alexandria Rose Visito. Garrett Christopher Williams. Aaron Wilson. Josiah Wilson. Wyatt Lee Wright. McKenna Reese Woody. Alexa Lee Zorbas. Hermela Legessa. Merrick James Moomey. Mr. Kidd, I now have the honor of presenting to you Emory and Henry University's very first fully online bachelor's degree graduates. These graduates are part of our Grow Your Own program, which was a grant-funded initiative for local adult learners who worked as full-time paraprofessionals in seven different school systems in our surrounding communities while obtaining this degree. They are excited to have their children see them graduate today. These candidates have been approved for graduation by the faculty of Emory and Henry University according to the policies set forth by the Board of Trustees. Having successfully completed all academic requirements, they are fully qualified for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Elementary Education. Would the candidates please rise?
By the virtue of authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Virginia and the Emory and Henry University Board of Trustees, and with pride and affection, I confer upon those eligible at this time the baccalaureate degree with all the rights, privileges, responsibilities appertaining hereunto.
Would the marshal please escort the candidates for baccalaureate degrees to the platform for the awarding of their diplomas from Emory and Henry Universities? Amanda Lindsay Barker. Heather Bobbitt. Jamie Lynn Wharf Boyles. Susan Chapman. Jesse Chrisley. Ashley Hilliker. Julie Hamilton Osley. Molly Ann Jenkins. Amy Elizabeth Keene. Sarah Kirby. Jalen Paula Lovern. Carla Yesenia Lundy. Carly Elaine Montgomery. Linda Moss. Rebecca Danielle Parsons. Dawn Sheffy. Liliana Urbina. Shelley Renee Wharf. Heather Marie Widener. Mr. Kidd, I now present to you candidates who have been approved for graduation by the faculty of Emory and Henry University according to the policies set forth by the Board of Trustees. Having successfully completed all academic requirements, they are fully qualified for the degree of Master of Education, or they will be upon the conclusion of the summer session and satisfaction of their academic requirements. Would the candidates please rise?
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Virginia and the Emory and Henry Board of Trustees, with pride and affection, I confer upon those eligible at this time the Master of Arts or Master of Education degree with all the rights, privileges, responsibilities appertaining thereto.
Would the Marshal please escort the successful candidates for Master of Education degrees to the platform for the formal awarding of their diplomas from Emory and Henry University. Anna Wesley Cheap. Ashlyn Claire Hudson. Erin Michelle Linkus. Rachel Elaine Ritter. Olivia Rose Sexton. Lindsay Walker Robinson. Caitlin Alexis Whitaker. Will all of the bachelor degree recipients and candidates and the master's degree recipients and candidates please stand and remain standing? You have reached that long-awaited moment in your lives when you are no longer students, but graduates of Emory and Henry University. For undergraduates, tradition requires that before graduation, the tassel must be worn on the right-hand side of the mortarboard. After graduation, the tassel is worn on the left. Bachelor's degree recipients, please change your tassels to the left side of your mortarboards to signify your status as graduates of Emory and Henry University. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to present to you the graduates of the class of 2026 of Emory and Henry University. Please be seated. Class of 2026, you have made your mark on Emory and Henry, and I know Emory and Henry has made its mark on you. Do not forget from whence you came. Remember your alma mater by sharing of your time, talents, and resources, as others before you have, making your education possible. Recommend us to others so that we may grow and thrive for years to come. Now go forth in search of opportunities to make this world a better place as you assume your rightful places in the company of the distinguished graduates of this institution. Godspeed, class of 2026. At this time, I invite all members of the audience to stand for the spoken benediction delivered by Nora Wheelis, member of the class of 2026, followed by the choral benediction of the Emory and Henry Choir. After the benediction, please remain standing as the brass ensemble leads us in the university's alma mater, the words of which are printed in your program. Please sing along. Following the alma mater, kindly remain in place until the recessional is complete.
Alrighty. Hey, y'all. Please join me for a brief benediction. Let's pray, y'all. Gracious and loving God, be with us as we go out from this place. Guide our hearts to do what we are called to do and to be our best versions of ourselves each day. Even when faced with difficulties, still remember the goodness in life. In moving forward, may each of you be blessed with success, accept moments of peace, and be kind to yourself and others. Bless this place and bless these people. Amen.
and give you peace.
Stay standing.